Hello Cancer and welcome to my channel Green Lion Goddess Tarot. Happy Cancer season and happy birthday to all you beautiful Cancerians who are having a birthday in July. So this is your monthly reading for July and a little bit later than I had planned because I've been sick for the last week, but yeah, we're getting them out, so that's good. So we have Four of Feathers, Sanctuary, Rest, and the Sun, Vitality and Joy, Sleep and Energy all at once. The sun is all about your vitality, your joy. The beautiful hummingbird finds the joy every day. It's a vitalization energy. The sun is in your sign. Fantastic energy that brings, recharges your solar batteries, which is really lovely. And so make sure you're getting plenty of sanctuary and rest and that you have a place that feels like a sanctuary around you, somewhere that you feel like you can come home to. So this could be quite literally about just getting enough sleep so that you've got the vitality to go out and do some, all the other things that you need to do out there in the world. So getting that balance, that healthy balance, could be something that's coming in for you. It feels really nice. And we also have a beautiful new moon happening on the 17th in your sign in July coming in. So that is I think this kind of healthy balance of finding the balance between sanctuary and rest and sleep and going out and having the vitality and connecting to your joy, that's a really lovely energy to come through for you, Cancer. So yeah, the new moon's going to be super intuitive in your sign on the 17th. That's the time to set for you personally, being a Cancerian or being a Cancer. I don't know the actual plural for that, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a beautiful time to set an intention for your year, for your birthday year. So what's shifting and changing for you this month? We have High Priest, Venus, Taurus, Moon, and Cup, Ace, Water. Very nice. Okay, so, and I do apologize if I sound a bit croaky or snozzy. I still am a little bit, but so this is really beautiful energy coming through for you. Like, that's the only word. There's this frequency of beauty, beautiful, this lovely flow that comes through with the energy. So how you're feeling about relationships and commitments, definitely there are some, trust those feelings. I like the Cup Ace coming in because I feel like you could be feeling very differently. This feels like the birth of joy or happiness or love as well. So that's a nice energy to come through with this. But yeah, in general, like if it's not related to a relationship, the High Priest, this is the Hierophant. That can be the card of marriage or some kind of commitment that's coming through. But in general, it's about feeling differently about the new order that's happening, the order of things and the order of things in your life at this moment in time. So let's pull some more cards for you and get the spread out. So Cancer, I wanted to let you know that this reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you a fuller picture of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Cancer. Just take what feels right, leave the rest. If it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading and the link for that will be in the description box below. The extended reading is only available through the Patreon community at the moment because I'm just leaving my the old platform that I used to use behind. Just had too many problems with that. So yeah, it's the same price. Everything's all the same. There's no locked in contracts or fees. You might as well just get the access to all the content, the premium content in the Patreon community as well if you're interested in getting extended. So Knight of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, a lot of earth around for you here. Six of Pentacles. So what's going on? The Three of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Interesting. Three of Swords and Knight of Pentacles. Okay, and at the base, the Eight of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, some big shifts and changes on the emotional front, I would say, coming in here with this. I just get the sense of the tide changing. the changing of the tides, of the waters, the deep waters within, about how you're feeling about certain commitments in your life at this moment in time, Cancer. I'm getting a sense of the tide perhaps going out with something. So really trust that feeling, because we have this sanctuary and rest. Sometimes that energy can be when you're laying something to rest, or you are dreaming of something else or someone else. So, and this dream is in itself revitalizing you. So listen to that, because I feel like you kind of, understanding the shifting waters that are happening here. You're presenting interesting as the Fire Queen, the Queen of Wands. So you might be wanting to do something about this. With the Queen of Wands, she's very motivated, internally motivated, working with her internal desires, and even very creative energy, the Queen of Wands. But this is a very discerning energy. It's the divine feminine, about understanding what and who you're attracting towards you at this moment in time, and also wanting to filter some of that out, filter it so that you don't get the muck. You just get the good stuff. So she's very discerning, this Queen of Wands. Crossed by the Star card. So it may be that there's something that you're wanting, but you're not very hopeful about getting it. Crossed by the Star card is not a bad card to cross you. The only thing I would say is perhaps you're feeling not particularly guided, or not feeling like you can follow your North Star in some way, or you can feel like you can, or you're not feeling particularly hopeful. So, it's interesting. I feel like, again, it's this changing of the tides kind of feeling. So in your conscious mind, we've got the Knight of Swords, and this may be that you are potentially getting very determined about taking action with what's going on inside your mind here, or what plans that you've got, what plans afoot you have here. But it feels like it's related to what's going on in the material realm, like your resources, so your money, your job, your living situation. There's something that I think that you're wanting to kind of shift and change with that. We have at the base the Five of Pentacles. So there's a changing of the guard, like a change of the order. Like I said, this changing of the order, which is interesting, because the High Priest is like the welcoming of the new consciousness into your mind. And the Five of Pentacles is where the characters are walking away from the old, from the church, not feeling welcome anymore. Something's no longer resonating. So it's really this interesting energy of understanding that there's cycles around your money, your resources, your living situation that are complete, and that you're opening up to these very high vibrational new energies, which feel absolutely highly intuitive, highly beautiful, with the Cup Ace water. There's, up in this higher level here with this High Priest Cup Ace, this feels really magnificent. And the Sun, it feels like there's this joy that you can open up to. But on the material realm, it looks and feels different. So it's kind of like what I'm dreaming of, or what I'm sort of intuitively sensing, is not what I'm seeing in front of me. So it's a funny feeling, I have to say. It's kind of almost like you've got to trust your feelings, even though it's not something that's kind of quite obvious or apparent right in front of you. So in the recent past, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. It may have been that you've had to be really sensible with resources of late. You've had to really kind of, you've had to curb your animal instinct in some way, perhaps, or, being a bit more restrained in an approach to something or someone. So you've had to kind of be quite mature, I guess, is possibly the right word I'm trying to find here. So you've had to, it's kind of an energy of doing things on your own terms, but finding the freedom because you've shown restraint in some way, or that you've handled resources or a situation well. So we have in the near future the Queen of Pentacles. This gives you the opportunity to be like this Queen of Pentacles, which is this and the Four of Feathers. Both of these guys are they're real homebody energies. They like their comfort zones. They like to stay in a place that feels really comfortable. They nurture stability. So it really is like there's this energy with the Queen of Pentacles of something, of nurturing something within that you want to keep, that feels stable. It feels secure. You're nurturing your inner security in some way, shape or form. Now, I feel like there's benefits to the way that you've worked with your time, your effort, your energy, your money, that you're now seeing here with this Queen of Pentacles. You're now seeing, okay, yes, I did work really well. Yes, I've made some major changes to how I'm relating to these things. And yes, I've, if you've worked with it well, I think you're getting the benefits of the Queen of Pentacles, which is understanding that this is something you want to, you're getting the stable benefits of it. So it's something that you're wanting to nurture into your life, because it potentially, you're seeing that it can bring some good things with it. You're presenting as the Six of Pentacles. So this is like the card of feeling quite balancing, needing to balance your resources, your time, your effort, energy at this moment, and perhaps saying, well, I need to give a little bit more or extra to someone in my life at this moment, because it does feel like like I said, I just keep getting this energy of restraint and even discipline that's coming in here with this, that you've had to perhaps go without or sacrifice something for the better of wanting to reach this Queen of Pentacles stage, or for wanting to, have enough to feel comfortable in some way, or to feel comfortable within a situation. So this level of comfort is really important, and it's coming up in the near future as something that for whatever reason you've been sensible and restrained here, you're going to get those benefits. So I think that it's like just a little bit here, a little bit there makes a difference, like a little bit of extra time, or squirreling and saving money over here, or paying something off like little by little, or just giving somebody a little bit more attention, or being open to receive a little bit of time, effort or attention. So whatever this is, it's the little things that are tipping the balance in your favor at this moment. The energy surrounding you is the Three of Wands. So I feel like there's a little bit of a waiting game. It feels a little bit like you're doing things at this moment to save for later. It's like the things I do now, I'm doing it for a benefit later on. And so you get the initial, you get a nice benefit coming in with this Queen of Pentacles, which is really nice. But I feel like there's more to the story. There's bigger picture with this Three of Wands energy. So this is the young Emperor. This is an Aries energy, and the nodes of the North Node and the South Node, the nodes of fate, destiny, your soul growth lessons, the releasing of old karma, they're shifting and changing signs mid-July. So they're changing from Scorpio, South Node in Scorpio, North Node in Taurus, to North Node in Aries here, and South Node in Libra. So we're seeing here, this is like a real, this is the North Node in Aries. There's opportunities coming, but this is the young Emperor. It's sort of like a plan that it's still in the middle of its plan. You're still in the middle of it. You're still waiting for the final results, or to see where it's going to land with what is something you're doing or planning in your life at this moment in time. So it might have some ambitions associated with it, or you might have some kind of, you're wanting something bigger to come through, the fact that it's the young Emperor. But it's potentially that there is a bit more waiting to see if there's going to be some positive results coming through, waiting to see if your ships are coming in. So that's, I feel like it's kind of a bit of a waiting game, which is interesting. So we have as your hopes and fears the Two of Swords, and this is hesitation. He who hesitates waits. So it's interesting. This is the Libra card, speaking of the South Node in Libra. the Two of Swords is, I think in the hope and fear, it just would be, this is part of, I think, what's going on is that this character's blindfolded, and we have on one side the crescent moon. So there's, very conscious of your intuition and what's going on. And this other side is more the logical side. And it feels like, who do I trust here? Because that's what I feel like this square is here. The Queen of Wands likes to trust her instincts. And then the Star is feeling like you're being, can you trust your intuition as well as your physical instincts? And it may be this question of, can I trust my intuition? Is my logical brain saying, what is this? So can you really trust this? So I feel like there's a little bit of testing of the waters here. And there could be a little bit of a testing of your patience as well that comes through, because we can see that there's the Three of Swords, that there's something that in this situation that is triggering a wound or upsetting you or niggling at you or bothering you in some way, shape or form, that because it's been quite testing, it's moving quite slowly. But when it does finally move forward, and I feel like it does move forward slowly, this energy, then it's a sense of feeling like, okay, I can feel a lot better for my longer term future. I'm making some changes now that even though I'm not seeing the positive results, I'm doing it for the long haul. I'm doing it for the long term. So it's a little bit like you're squirreling away the acorns for the winter kind of thing. So I feel like this is a great time for anything to do with long-term financial management coming in, making some big long-term plan changes or really working a long-term plan. We can see that the universe is really supporting this at this moment, even though there might be some things in the short term that can be irritating you or niggling at you. I feel like the longer term, for the sake of the longer term vision, it's something that you kind of dealing with and putting up with, because we have as the overall energy the Eight of Cups, and this is the card of saying this character's in search of the missing cup. It's emotionally detaching from a situation. This is where we get the sense of the tides changing here about how you're feeling about something or someone in your life. And it may be that you're realizing that you just need to not spend some time with that person, or you need to detach from a situation a little bit because there's something that's just not feeling right. And this could feel like quite a big commitment. There's a change in, this might be something or someone that's taken up a fair bit of space in your world. But this character's searching for the missing cup, and that's what we're seeing is coming in as a change, is the cup ace is coming through. So what it is that you're searching for is presenting itself and slowly and surely showing you that the tides are changing, but it's just a slow-moving energy, like I said. So it's going to require a little bit of patience, but overall, the overall prognosis is looking really good with the sun, vitality and joy coming in, and the cup of ace water, the birth of joy. So I just feel like there's a little bit of putting up with some crap for some longer, just little things that might be niggling you. Do the little things that move towards the longer term energy, the vision, and finding the balance, like have faith that the tide is changing and slowly. So that's something that's coming through with this. It feels like it's better longer term for you. So what we have is an affirmation card. I now create a wonderful new job. I am totally open and receptive to a wonderful new position, using my creative talents and abilities, working for and with people I love in a wonderful location and earning good money. So if it is related to your work and career and you're thinking of making a big shift and change, there's a positive energy around that. So fantastic. Let's pull a charm. Where's my little bag gone? So we have skull and crossbone. Interesting. So that might suggest that there's been some toxic energy around, especially I'm feeling in the way you've been, your emotions, the way you've been feeling about something. And it may be that throughout that process, there's something on the physical realm that you're not getting that you need at this moment. And so the skull and crossbone is kind of definitely a great time to detox from some old emotional energies that you no longer resonate with. And there might be people around you that are toxic people. So this could be a really great time to go, you know what? I don't need that relationship in my life at this moment. So because I feel this tide of taking you to somewhere new that feels different, it feels like any kind of energy of detoxing thoughts, feelings, even like physical detoxing, clearing and cleaning of spaces would be really, really good, especially around your home. I'm feeling that, around your home vibe for you, Cancer. So I think this is a really great time to make some long-term changes to a situation that potentially has been wounding you and affecting you on the material realm and could have been quite toxic, because there's this vitality and joy that wants to come back in. There's a place, there's a sense of wanting to get more comfortable with a home base, a place that feels like home for you, and or even how comfortable or home base within a situation or a relationship. It doesn't have to physically be your home. And so I feel like there's this very gentle transition or adjustment that can come through around that. So that's your reading, Cancer. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, where we're seeing that there is a slow move forward. So I want to see what else is coming in around that, what's coming in the near future and the future beyond. And we'll ask some clarifiers as well as the best way to work with the energy. So that's all in the extended reading. Would love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. And I usually pin the link to the comments as well. And if this is where we're leaving each other, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, and take care.